Are you craving for that spine-tingling, keep-the-lights-on kind of terror? Well, my friends, you've stumbled onto the gold mine of horror flicks. Today, we're counting down the top 10 horror movies that'll make your heart race, your palms sweat, and your nightmares come to life. These aren't your average horror flicks. These are the ones that genuinely left us sleep-deprived and checking under the bed. So let's get watching. Kicking off our list at number 10 is They Look Like People. This little-known horror gem might not have made it onto everyone's radar, but don't let that fool you. With an IMDb rating of 5.9 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 92%, it might not be a mainstream hit, but it's got something special. A troubled man suspects people around him are turning into evil creatures, and wonders if he should protect his only friend from an impending war or from himself. At number 9, we have Hell House LLC. Now, if you're a found-footage horror junkie, this one's gonna be right up your creepy alley. It's rocking a decent IMDb score of 6.4 and a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 75%. Sure, it might not have had Hollywood-sized budget, but it more than makes up for it with sheer suspense. Coming in at number 8 is Us. Jordan Peele's second foray into horror was nothing short of spectacular. With a rock-solid IMDb rating of 6.8 and an impressive Rotten Tomatoes score of 93%, Us doesn't just serve up scares. It's a buffet of social commentary, too. The premise is doppelgangers. The fear is absolutely relentless. Our 7th pick is Goodnight Mommy. This German thriller that keeps you guessing until the very end. Psychological horror at its finest, with an IMDb rating of 6.7 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 85%. This one's a slow burn nightmare, centering around twin boys who start to suspect that their dear mother might not be who she appears to be. And trust me, the plot is nothing short of spine-chilling. At number 6, we have It Follows. A slow, burning horror that oozes with dread. An otherworldly curse passed through intimacy leads to a relentless, shape-shifting entity. The concept alone will make you check over your shoulder. Sporting an IMDb rating of 6.8 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 95%, this film takes a deceptively simple premise and turns it into a relentless, nail-biting experience. Taking the 5th spot is The Ring, a remake of the Japanese sensation Ringu, boasting an IMDb rating of 7.1 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 71%. Here, a cursed videotape unleashes death upon anyone brave enough to hit play, with a ghastly, long-haired specter named Samara at its haunting core. Our 4th choice is The Descent. Claustrophobia meets pure horror in this heart-pounding tale of a cave expedition gone horribly wrong. For someone claustrophobic like me, this is the scariest movie ever made. This one's got an IMDb rating of 7.2 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 87%. It's not just a movie, it's a visceral, nerve-wracking experience, complete with creatures that will crawl into your nightmares. And here are some quick mentions. Paranormal Activity, Grave Encounters, Oculus, Insidious, Kill List, Lake Mungo. Coming in at number 3 is Hereditary. Now, this film starts off as a slow-burning family tragedy before taking a dark, twisted nosedive into unadulterated madness. IMDb rates it at 7.3, and Rotten Tomatoes slapped a 90% on it. Toni Collette's bone-chilling performance and the film's oppressive atmosphere make it a true masterpiece of horror cinema. Our runner-up is The Conjuring. Based on the real-life paranormal investigations of Ed and Lorraine Warren, this film isn't just your average spooky tale. With an IMDb rating of 7.5 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 86%, it's got spine-tingling scares, a killer storyline, and it's pretty much a modern horror classic. And finally, taking the coveted number 1 spot is REC. Taking the crown as this Spanish found-footage horror flick with an IMDb rating of 7.4 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 90%. Set in a quarantine apartment building, it's a relentless roller coaster of tension, jaw-dropping twists and moments that'll send shivers down your spine. And that's it, our top 10 list of horror movies that are genuinely terrifying. How many of these have you already watched, and which ones scared you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Halloween season content.